2026 Subaru Outback, and this is the Touring XT, which has the turbocharged engine under this hood. What are the trim levels that the Subaru Outback offers you in 2026 is going to be the Premium, the Limited XT Wilderness, the Touring, and then the Touring XT, which is the biggest horse in the barn, and we have it in this video today. They all come in all-wheel drive, which is the symmetrical all-wheel drive. Now, what's the exact engine that you get? The 2.4 liter turbocharged, and that's going to be the boxer engine, which pushes the piston horizontally in this engine, and that's going to bring you 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque. Now, this is going to be a CVT transmission. I'm not sure if you like that, or if you don't like, leave in the comment section below what you think. The standard tank size capacity in all Outbacks in 2026 is going to be 18 gallons, and the maximum towing capacity on this one is going to be 3,500 pounds. The MPG that you get is going to be 21 city, 29 highway, and if you go the Wilderness, you're going to get 21 city and 27 highway. Now, what's the other engine option? If you go to the non-XT or the non-Wilderness, you do get a 2.5 liter engine that's not a turbocharged boxer engine, and that's going to bring you 180 horsepower with 178 pound-feet of torque. So less horsepower, less pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out. This is the Car Compass, and my name is Sandu. This video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust the YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. Also, a big thank you and a shout out to Auto Nation Subaru here in Roseville, California for providing me with this car for the review. The reason I'm carrying this measuring tape with me is because once we get in the cargo, I'm going to give you measurements into inches, not just cubic feet of space. In 1994, the Subaru offered the Outback for the first time in USA. Also, Subaru is very well known for the WRX and the Rally. And another interesting fact about the Subaru is that in the past 10 years, the 96% of the cars they sold are still on the road. That tells a lot about Subaru. Now, let's go ahead and move forward with this beautiful front end. And this is the new design of the front end in 2026 Subaru Outback. Everything is full LED here in the front, but those headlights are going to be LED steering responsive. And then the daytime running lights is going to be full LED with the signal light and emergency light integrated, and then full LED fog lights. You do have some high gloss on the top trim right here for the hood, but everything else is matte black plastic. The 360 camera is going to be integrated right here, and then you do not have any parking sensors for the front, but you do have them for the rear. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the side and give you some measurements. And starting with the length, you're going to get 191.7 inches. The width is going to be 74 inches, and that does not include your mirrors. Your height is going to be 67 inches, and if you go Wilderness, you're going to get 68.3. Your wheelbase 108.1. Your ground clearance 8.7 inches, and if you go Wilderness, you're going to get 9.5 inches. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wheels and the rims. And this is a bicolor rim with the machine surface, and then you're going to have some high gloss, and the exact rubber you're going to get is going to be a Bridgestone Ecopia, and the exact size is going to be 225 by 55 by 19. This is going to be your suspension, and then around your wall trim you're going to have matte black plastic, and then an interesting design for this wall trim, very aggressive, very off-road look. Then your rocker panel is going to be more matte black plastic, and then your side mirror is going to have your blinker light integrated. Top is going to be high gloss, bottom is going to be matte black plastic, and you do have auto dimming side mirror because of an added option. This does not come standard on the Touring XT. And then you do have heated blind spot and automatic foldable. Then your door handles with the keyless entry is going to be the same color as the car, and the exact color you get on this Outback Touring XT is going to be a River Rock Pearl. Then around your windows you're going to get more matte black plastic, and then your side roof rails with your tilt and slide sunroof or moonroof. These roof rails are going to be able to hold 800 pounds, and then if you start driving you can only keep 200 pounds on top of this XT Touring. Then let me give you a side profile. And beside that auto dimming exterior mirror, you do have another few add-on options like the door projector lights, like the splash guards, the rear bumper cover, the rear seat back protector, or the rear gate light. The MSRP sticker starting is going to be $47,995, and then after the add-ons, delivery fee, that price is going to take you to another number. The gas lid is going to be located on the passenger side. And now let's go ahead and discuss the rear. And now here in the rear, the design continues with this beautiful off-road, very aggressive design. And then you do have the full LED bar that's going to be interrupted by this Subaru emblem. The top spoiler is going to be matte black plastic. You do have the brake light integration, and then you do have these windshield wiper that's going to show they're not tucked under. Then moving down, you do have the Outback in matte black plastic with the rear view camera right above your license plate. You do have the digital rear view mirror as well, and that camera is going to be located right here behind this glass. Now this is the added option that I was talking about, the rear bumper protection. You do have the parking reflectors. These tail lights are going to be full LED besides that signal light. Everything else is full LED for the back lights, for the tail lights, but that signal light or emergency light is going to be bulb. You do have the parking sensors integrated right here, parking reflectors, and then under the car you're going to have your exhaust tip. Your spare tire is going to be inside the car, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Now push button, electrically controlled tailgate, and now let's go ahead and move forward with the cubic feet of space. And if you have all the seats up, you're going to get 34.6 cubic feet of space. If you drop the backrest of the second row seating, you're going to get 80.5 cubic feet of space. And now let me give you some measurements into inches. You get about 42.5 inches all the way to your plastic paneling. You drop the backrest with the lever right here and go all the way to your center console right there. You get about 79.5, almost 80 inches. And then if you go from left to right, you're going to get 43 inches right there. And then your entrance is going to bring you about 31 inches right there. And then if you want to load anything into this Subaru Outback, you're going to get about 29 inches right there. And now let's go ahead and see what's inside this trunk. Start first with under the floor mat. That's going to bring your tire situation right there. And then under this foam, you're going to get your spare tire. Your 12-volt outlet is going to be located on the passenger side. You're going to have a mesh pocket with some storage, your lever, some hooks right there. And then on the left side, you're going to get your Harman Kardon subwoofer, more hooks, lever to drop the 40% of that backrest. And now we are done here in the cargo. Let's go ahead and close this. This is the added option that I was talking about. Close this electric button, and now we're done with the exterior. Let's go ahead and talk interior of this Touring XT. Now inside this 2026 Subaru Outback in the Touring XT, and this has the turbocharged engine, which is amazing, and your towing capacity, don't forget, 3,500 pounds. Let's start with the legroom. 43 inches here for the front, and then headroom, plenty of room, absolutely no issue. Right here in the front, the rear is going to give you 39.5 inches. I'm 6 feet tall, just for you to get an idea how I'm sitting, how much space I have in this Touring XT. Now these seats are going to be electrically controlled for both passenger and the driver, and the driver does get the memory seats. These are going to be perforated with stitching and some design for the bolster, and the driver does come with the leg extension right this, which is going to be controlled manually. Then your dashboard is going to bring you the soft touch for the top. Then you're going to have some trim in matte black plastic. This is going to be leather wrapped with some stitching, your air vent, and then a little shelf here for more storage. Then this glove compartment is going to be lockable. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this new screen. 12.1 inches for your infotainment, 12.3 inches for your cluster. Amazing design, amazing quality interface in this new Outback in 2026. Let me go ahead and show you the map first, because I feel like this has really good quality, very updated. Go back home. This is going to be your second screen pretty much. First screen is this one, and then the third screen with your cards. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wireless charging pad, and all that good stuff. And now let's go ahead to your settings. Go through your vehicle a little bit so you can see what this Outback brings you in 2026. Let's go ahead and put this into reverse and show you the camera. There you go, 360, amazing quality. Very good. Now let's put this back, and you also have another button right here next to your shifting lever to engage that camera with multiple angles and all that. There you go, and then you do have your music and then your telephone settings. Let's go ahead and mute that. There you go. And then you're going to have your engine start stop button right here, and then your air vents with your emergency button, emergency lights button, and then this is going to be your dual zone climate control right here, and then your defrosters, and you do have heated and ventilated seats with 3 stages, and also heated steering wheel, which the button is going to be located right here. Then this is going to be your USB-C port, USB-A port with a wireless charging pad, and then your shift lever, leather wrapped with some high gloss, and then here I'm going to have your auto start button, auto hold, traction control, the button for the camera, your electronic parking brake. These are your cup holders, and this is the key fob in 2026 Subaru Outback. The 12 volt outlet is going to be located right here. Some storage over here. Then your armrest is going to be leather wrap with stitching, and then you have some storage inside. No other ports right there. And then your digital rear view mirror is going to look just like this. You engage it, and then you put it back into normal with your compass, auto dimming capabilities, garage door openers. This is going to be your sunglass holder, and then your controls here for that tilt and slide moonroof. And then let's go ahead and see how that's going to be controlled, just like that. And then your sunshade is going to be manually controlled. Now the steering wheel is going to be leather wrapped, tri-spoke steering wheel with some matte black plastic. This is going to be some satin inserts. On the left side, you're going to be able to control your radio, your telephone, your volume, and then that left side of the cluster with your cards. There you go. And then on the right side, you're going to have your cruise control, your lane departure assist, so all those safety features, and that's how you engage the X mode. There you go. You do have paddle shifters on the right side. This lever is going to be for your windshield wiper. On the left side, the lever for your lights and also your fog lights. Then the left side of the steering wheel is going to bring you one button for the tailgate and the illumination, and this steering column is going to be manually controlled with this lever right here. You do not have heads-up display or anything like that. And now the driver door is going to be more leather wrap for the armrest, and then this is soft touch. I believe this is also leather. This lever is going to be chrome memory seats, then your controls for your windows and your side mirror, and this is the button to automatic fold those side mirrors. You do have some fabric here where you put your drinks or your personal belongings, and because this has the Harman Kardon sound system, you do have upgraded audio on this Touring XT. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the second row seating. Now here on the back of the second row seating of this Outback Touring XT, let me remind you the space test. 39.5 inches for the legroom. I'm 6 feet tall, plenty of headroom. Absolutely no issue as far as the space test goes. In front of us, we do have a pocket on the back of the front seat, multiple pockets, actually 3 on each side, and then in between the center console will bring you air vents, heated seats, USB-C, and then USB-A. You do not have tri-zone climate control. The lights are going to be located right here, and then your handles are on top right here on the headliner. The door panel is going to look just like the front with the leather wrapped for the door, also for your armrest, and then you have one button to control this window. Then your armrest is going to be located right here, floating armrest, 2 cup holders. The way you're going to control the backrest of this second row seating is going to be a 60%, 40%. You have a belt here, and then you put this down. It's going to be the same level as your cargo or your trunk. There you go. You cannot control the 20% here because you do not have the 20%. It's 60 and 40. What's nice about this bench is that they didn't simplify it. You still have the perforation, you still have the leather trim wrapping, you still have the stitching, the design, everything is the same as the front seat. So that's a really nice thing to have. Now your driveline, it's going to have a bump right here, not much, but you can feel it for the 5th passenger in this car. Now MSRP sticker. Here is the MSRP sticker for this 2026 Subaru Outback in the Touring XT. And the base MSRP start price is $47,995. This comes with a few added options, and with the delivery fee, the total price is going to change. Please keep that in mind. Let me know how I did in this review. Let me know if you have any suggestions, any feedback in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you. And I would very much appreciate your help by subscribing, by liking this video, and thank you for watching.